Hello, Rhea, you are muted. Sorry to ruin that. There you
Sorry.
are.
Oh, dang. I was supposed to come in with this amazing, amazing intro.
You can. You still can.
All right. What is up, OFP Nation? Welcome to another episode of Forex Focus, where we talk all about mastering the art of trading with a strong mindset.
Yes, guys, and today we are going to bring to you another amazing episode of this podcast. And today we are going to talk about harnessing data to improve your trading mindset. So, are you ready? Hope you're
Yeah,
ready.
I'm ready. I wish that Barry could be here with us today, but
Yeah.
unfortunately, it's just me. Sorry. Um,
It's
and
just the two of us.
Just the two of us. Who's with us today, though? Before we dive in, we're going to give maybe another minute or two for a couple more traders to come in. But whoever's with,
Yes.
please feel free to leave us a comment. Let us know who you are and where you're tuning in from, so we can say hello. As
Yes,
we
please
do,
do.
we do love saying hello to our community. So let us know who you are and where you are tuning in from.
Yes, please do let us know your name, where are you from, and I don't know, something else if you want.
Yes,
We always have,
typically we do have our good old friend with us, but who is a lot better at data and numbers and different things like that than I am, but I will do the best that I can with today's questions and today's topic.
I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. Even though Barry is more like the number guy, I'm sure you can do this just fine.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Of
All
course.
right. So, yes, if you are tuning in, who are you? Where are you from? Please let us know. Let us know where you are tuning in from so we could say hello.
Yes, don't be shy.
Yes.
Leave your comments in the live chat.
And then we will see if we have anyone. I wonder, can I play music in the background?
I don't know. Do you want to try? Or should we use the Jeopardy? Oh, nice.
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 I can. Apparently, I can.
I like that.
OFP needs a theme song.
Yes. You know, like, yeah.
You know what? We should create an intro for the podcast.
Yes. We should. I
Mhm.
can do that. I can do that actually.
Yes, we should. All right, darling. Well, let's go ahead and let's dive into these questions. Let's get into this topic.
Right.
Again, to those of you who are hanging out with us live, thanks for hanging out with us. And for those of you who are watching the replay, hello to you. Please be sure to leave us some love in the comments and let us know
Mm-hmm.
your thoughts on today's topic. But without further ado, Andrea, let's dive in.
Are you ready for my questions?
You know what? In honor of Nick,
Nick.
I was born ready.
Perfect. Perfecto. Okay, so the first question would be, what are some common emotional trading patterns that can negatively impact performance, such as fear, greed, overconfidence?
You just named them all, so why ask me?
I don't know. Maybe you have an idea.
um, yeah, no. Uh, emotional trading patterns. Common emotional trading patterns. Well, kind of like what you just mentioned, right?
Mhm.
When we're trading in the markets, I mean, it's the same patterns that we typically see, right? So we typically see things like fear, for example, where let's say we've been waiting for a setup to happen, and then the setup takes off before we were even in the setup, before we were even ready or able to take advantage of it. And so as a result, we make trading decisions where we want to kind of jump into that trade or chase after that trade or chase after those profits for the sake of uh, fear of missing out of that trade opportunity, right? Instead of
Right.
just waiting, instead of just sitting on our hands and saying, you know what, dang, I missed the move, but I'll wait for the next opportunity to get in. I'll wait for a pullback or something of that nature. So fear works in that way. Fear also works in the opposite end, where, for example, we news may be released, and we may make decisions based upon what other investors are doing. So we might look and see that other investors are dumping, and leaving or pulling out or selling, and so as a result, out of fear, we'll do the same thing. And this is not out of fear of missing out on an opportunity to make money, but this is based on a fear of missing out on a fear of losing money. So it's the opposite end. Oh, I'm afraid that if I stay in this trade, I'm going to lose my money. So let me just get out, so that, of course, greed, we know, is a big one. That usually is seen in the pattern of over trading. So, we might have a few good runs and then we think, okay, I think I'm doing so well. Let me take a couple extra trades. And it can typically, and then what happens is in those extra trades that we end up taking, we end up putting ourselves in a position where we may risk more than what we might typically risk because we're feeling more confident, which that's the next one, right? Overconfidence. We're feeling extra confident. And so as a result, we say, okay, I typically only risk 1% per trade, but today I'm going to risk, I don't know, on this trade, I'm feeling really good. I'm going to do 2%, right? And then it's somehow always sometimes tends to be that one trade that wipes out all the progress that we just had. Hello to the trader that just joined our live. Welcome. Thank you for coming and hanging out with us today. Be sure to let us know in the comments what your name is, who you are, where you're from, so that we can say hello to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So those are some of the patterns that I can think of as far as trading is concerned. Took a L today trading at work, felt like going home sick. Jay Wick, listen, I took a L today too, homie. It's all good. You're gonna win some and you're gonna lose some. And today was just a day where we lost some. John from Louisville, Kentucky. Well, welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome, friend. Yeah, you're gonna win some and you're gonna lose some. Today was definitely one of those days where I lost my trade too. I lost on gold on 2 different accounts. And yeah. And you know what? I was not mad. I was like, oh well, I'll get them tomorrow. So I lost on the gold's pullback. So, but it's all good. My stop loss was a little tight, but it happens.
It happens.
I'll gain it back.
You will.
So it's part of the game. You gotta, you just gotta, gotta embrace the game for what it is. But yeah, so those are the first patterns that I can think of.
Okay, and now talking about those patterns, how can data analysis help traders identify these emotional patterns in their own trading?
I can't call him Barry. Can I phone a friend? No, I'm just kidding.
You're today.
So when I think of data analysis, I think of it in a couple different, aspects. I think of it on the side of my own personal data, like my own trading patterns. And then I also think of it as, like data that we see in the markets based on the overall market sentiment and what other investors are doing in the markets. So in this sense, right, when I'm thinking about data analysis, helping traders identify their own emotional patterns, this is something that you'll be able to identify through journaling. It's really important to kind of to journal or to keep some kind of journal. And you can keep a handwritten journal, you can keep a Google sheet. Some traders keep Google sheets. Um, some traders keep, and I think this is going to answer your question on tools. You know, prop firms, even within prop firms, there's trading journals right there within the prop firm, right there within the prop firm. There's data on the trades you took, you know, or there's other online tools like TradeZilla, for example, which, you know, is a really, really cool way to kind of track your performance and journal and different things like that. But it's really important to journal, not just the trades that you took, but I always tell traders, write yourself a note why you took that trade. You know, write yourself a note, you know, okay, I'm taking this trade because this is what I see. And then when the trade works out, you know, make a note about what you observed about that trade working out. And when a trade doesn't work out, make a note of what you observed about why that trade didn't work out. So I'll give you an example. Today, I lost my trade on gold, right? Now I trade gold in both the futures market and the Forex market. And and the way that I trade it in futures, it has to be different. But last night when I entered my trade, I usually wait because the futures market closes every day for like, I don't know, 2 hours. Well, I think so. So last night when I was looking at getting in my trade, you know, I utilized the RSI as one of my indicators. So the RSI, Andrea, stands for Relative Strength Index, and it's an indicator, like a tool that traders can use to identify momentum in a trend. And so usually what will happen is you will see a trend losing momentum on the RSI first before you see it on the chart. Like before you see price, you know, change, you'll see momentum change first. Does that make sense? So when you see that a trend is starting to lose momentum on the RSI, even though it looks like price is still strong on the chart, you may want to, you know, take it easy, right?
Yes.
Because a trend looks like it's starting to maybe lose some of that momentum. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So when I saw this, you know, and this is data, right? Right. We're talking about data. We're talking about analyzing what we see in the market to help us make a decision, right? But
Mm-hmm.
also paying attention to how we might respond emotionally, right?
Yes.
So this is me giving you a real life example of me. So last night I got on this trade. Why? Because I think it was because I didn't want to miss the move. So I got in the trade even though I saw that that trend was losing momentum on the RSI.
Okay. And
And
then,
and I got stopped out.
okay.
I lost my money because gold decided to go down instead of continuing to go up. Why? Well, because, you know, at some point price needs to pull back. It needs to correct itself. And so I share that to say all of that, right? Is that
Yes.
when you write these things down and when you journal these things, when you pay attention to these things, right? Then you can kind of go back and it'll kind of help you to see like understanding your own patterns will help you to see how you might need to adjust your trading or how you might need to do something different next time. Okay, so next time I know when I see price break an area of support or resistance and I see that
Mm-hmm.
it's super oversold or super overbought on the RSI, Now I know,
Yes.
you know what? Let me not be emotional. Let me not operate out of FOMO, you know, and let me just give price an opportunity to retrace or do what it has to do first before I enter, kind of thing. Um, so journaling and keeping that kind of data on your trades helps you to adjust your trading so that you can do better moving forward.
And it makes sense because I think it's like a really great thing to do because, like, by analyzing your own emotions, then you can see some sort of pattern. And then in the future, don't make some sort of mistakes or take
Yeah.
better decisions in your trading. So that's
Yes.
what.
Yeah. John, how about you, man? Let us know in the comments if you've noticed any patterns of your own, any emotional patterns in your trading.
Yes,
Uh,
let us know, please.
that has, let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
Yes, because you're a part of this.
Hmm. But in the
Yes.
meantime, we can move on to the next question.
Yeah. How can analyzing past traders help traders identify their strengths and weaknesses, both technical and psychological?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, this kind of goes hand in hand with the question we were just kind of going over.
Yeah.
Um, I think again, when you're looking back at the past and you're looking at the trades that you took, why you took those trades, and then what you lost, you'll kind of notice some of those trades might have some things in common. Um, you know, or maybe um like for example, they might have things in common of um how much you were risking to gain or how long you were in the trade. Or I'll give you an example. There's a trader who told me once, I realized after several trades that I am my most successful the less time I stay in a trade. I am my most successful when I just catch 50 pips. You know, like traders understand that language, even if you don't, Andy. Um, but he discovered from paying attention to his patterns and reviewing his past trades that, you know what, I'm getting in these trades, but the longer ones that I stay in tend to be my losers. And the shorter ones that I'm in tend to be my winners. So he adjusted his trading strategy based off what he analyzed on his own trading. And now he's seeing more consistent wins, right? And a higher win ratio as a result of that analysis. So that's one way that looking at your past results and kind of analyzing your trades and that data can really kind of help you with adjusting your trades moving forward.
Yeah. Hmm. And how can traders use this information to improve their trading plan and discipline with all that you said?
Hmm. I just think that uh, I kind of feel like I answered that, but
To reinforce that. Reinforce it.
um, mm, I mean, it just can help them, like better identify different things, like how to sharpen their entry and exit points. Um, how to sharpen their risk management if needed. How to identify when to reduce their risk. You know, there are going to be times where you're going to have to know when you should risk less on a trade, and when it's okay to risk what you normally risk. Um, so there's a lot of details that you can gather that can help you. And I also think it will boost your confidence. Like on a psychological side of things, it will boost your confidence. It's like losing is not fun. Losing doesn't feel good. But the thing that feels really good, like for example, today, I lost I lost today, but I wasn't upset that I lost today. I actually was happy that I lost today. Can y'all believe that? I was happy that I lost today, but I was happy because it taught me something. I learned something from that trade about my trading. And now when I take my next trade, I can implement what I just learned from this losing trade so that I can see better results. And so that's kind of like how we have to look at our losses. Our losses aren't really losses. They're opportunities for us to gain insight that will help us to become better traders. Some losses, though, you ain't nothing you could do about it, man. You did everything perfect, and it just is what it is, and the market just does what it does, right? But there are plenty of opportunities for us to learn and grow and sharpen our skill sets just by taking a look at our losses. So I saw my loss today as a total opportunity. Like it was an opportunity for me to be like, oh, okay, I lost because of that. No problem. I'll do better next time. Uh,
Yeah.
so yeah.
You know, once I heard someone said, everything you lose is a step you take. So it's like a step to improve maybe your strategy or like your trading to become a better trader. Who knows? So,
Yeah. Oh, I want
and
to,
the way you see it, it's also important.
this was from, John from Louisville, Kentucky. Do they eat Kentucky Fried Chicken in Kentucky? John? Uh, FOMO as well. I should have noticed the market was choppy due to no news events, lowering probability. Thank you for sharing that with us. I appreciate you chiming in.
Yes, thank you so much for being here from Kentucky, all the way from Kentucky.
I don't
It
think Kentucky's that far from me. I don't think it's that far from
is way far from me, though. But
girl. Yeah, you're on the other side of the pond.
literally, literally.
You're on the other side of the pond. Yeah.
Yes, I am. But I have just one last question for you to
Yeah.
wrap all this up. What tools and platforms are available for tracking psychological trends in trading? Can you think? I know
Oh
that
yeah.
you mentioned some, but like just to like do like a recap so that
Mhm.
anyone that is watching this can, I don't know, like maybe take notes or something.
Yeah, I mean, well, for yourself, right? There's always just good old fashioned journaling in a notebook. There's always good old fashioned, Google Sheets or Excel sheets. There's using your prop firm insights. Prop firms tend to have really great dashboards and journals and different things like that for traders to kind of keep track of actual numbers, metrics, data, different things like that. Um, then there's other tools like TradingView, like TradeZilla, for example, are some cool tools. Um, and then also now when I think of TradingView, actually I'm not gonna get deep into that, but that and then what else? I'm drawing a blank. Help me, somebody. Um,
You got it.
I'm drawing a blank. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, market sentiments. So like market sentiments, like you can see that in various places. You could just Google market sentiment. Um it's always nice to kind of look at what the majority of retail traders or investors are thinking, as far as what the overall bias is. So for example, if you are thinking about going, like you're thinking about going long on a trade, and then you look at the market sentiment and the majority plan on shorting, the majority plan on selling, you know and you're thinking about buying, not that doesn't necessarily mean that you follow what everybody else is doing, but if the majority is selling, there's a high probability that um, then could go in that direction, unless the big boys move it in the opposite direction. But things like that. Mm, that's uh, that's what I'm thinking of right now off the top of my head.
It's all right.
Yeah.
You answered it. So,
But if you guys got any other things you want to add, for tracking our trends in our trading, please share in the comments and let us know. Uh,
yes.
because this is an opportunity for us to engage with each other and share ideas and thoughts with each other. So it's not just me. Because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know everything.
That's why we're here to
I don't
learn.
I don't know everything. I'm only 8 years in the game, so I need another, I think even if I'm 30 years in, I'll still be like, I don't know everything.
There's always room for improvement and like learning new stuff. So,
Right. I'm always a student. That is what I
yes.
say. I'm always a
Yes.
student. There's always something new to learn. And of course, as technology evolves, and gosh, the trading world is evolving and changing. The prop firm space is always evolving and changing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so there's always something new to learn.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
All
those
right.
were all the questions.
That was all
I
your
remember.
questions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
One thing that I was thinking about too, as far as like market data and analysis, that's super helpful. It really doesn't have anything to do with me as a trader or you as a trader, but it's just using what you see on the charts in general to help you identify how buyers and sellers respond to certain areas of price points. That helps too. Okay, because if I'm looking and I'm seeing, oh, in the past, this was really strong, or this was, it kind of gives me an idea of how to kind of, you know, carry myself in the market once I get back to that price range, if that makes sense. So, yeah. Well, John, do you have anything you want to share or anything you want to say?
Questions,
Questions, comments,
comments.
concerns, dear sir. You're more than welcome to share before I let thee go for the remainder of this lovely day. And it is lunchtime for me. What's the time? What's the time in Kentucky? Are they on Eastern or time in Kentucky?
Well, no one asked, but it's dinner time for me.
Girl, I know it's dinner time for you. Thanks so much, John. Oh, you're on Eastern Standard. I sure was Googling it, my friend. I was like, are they on Eastern? Thank you so much for the love. We appreciate it.
Thank you
Sometimes
so much.
we appreciate it. Okay,
Thank
okay.
you
So
so
it's
much.
going on 2 for you and it's going on 1 for me.
Thank you
Okay.
so much for your comment.
We
We really
appreciate
appreciate it.
we
Yes.
appreciate the love, because we really put a lot of thought into what we can talk about when we come on here. Sometimes we feel a little repetitive, but at the same time, we know we get new traders in all the time. So it doesn't matter how many times you talk about something. There's always different ways to talk about it, I guess, because
Different
there's
angle.
yeah, I feel like a lot of this content can be expanded on in so many different directions. And so
Yeah.
it's great to kind of be able to do that and share that with traders. And especially as our community grows, right? We're always meeting new traders that are coming into our community. And it's not always the same faces every week that come and hang out with us. So, yes. So
Yes.
we appreciate that. And we look forward to growing and bringing even more content. Your
Yes.
content
Thank
is
you
the
so
reason why
much.
I purchased an account. Oh, this warms my heart. Thanks so much, John. I really appreciate
This is
that.
for you. This is for you. Thank
Yeah,
you so much.
Now you know that we're real people.
Hello.
Where there's real people, real faces behind the name of OFP. So, we love it. We love creating content and bringing value and getting to know our community. Well, this is what I live for. I don't know about Andrea.
I really love making content too. I really do. It's like one
Yeah.
of my favorite things in the world, and that's why we're here. So,
Yeah. One of these days we're going to figure out live trading. Nick and I have talked about it. We want to get on Top Steps level.
we will.
We're going to have an OFP TV. We'll figure it out one of these days. But in the meantime, we're giving you guys the best that we can give you for the time being, and we're going
Yes.
to push to give you even better. So,
That's right.
all right. So, if you got any value from today's episode, please make sure that you leave us some love, a thumbs up, comment, share with any of your trading friends that you may have. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, be sure to do that. Hit that notification bell so that you can be the first to be notified when we do go live. And other than that,
Lastly, guys, always stay sharp, keep a winning mindset, and remember that with Forex Focus, success is just one trade away.
just
Just
one,
one.
just one, just one trade away.
Just one.
All right. John from Louisville, Kentucky, and the other individual who is in this live right now. Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you
Thank
for
you for
joining.
being here.
It has been a pleasure, and we'll hang out with you guys again soon.
It's always a pleasure. Bye, guys.